In a small village in Nigeria, there lived a woman named Mama Ngozi. She had two daughters, Kazoba and Amara. The two sisters were as different as day and night. Kazoba, the older sister, was tall and very beautiful. Her dark skin shone in the sunlight, and her big brown eyes could charm anyone who saw her. But behind her beauty, Kazoba was rude and thought she was better than everyone else. Mama Ngozi loved Kazoba dearly and gave her anything she wanted, even when she behaved badly. Amara, the younger sister, was different. She was not as beautiful as Kazoba, but she had a kind heart. Amara was always respectful, always helped others, and cared deeply for her family. Even though Kazoba often treated her poorly, Amara loved her sister and wanted to be close to her. Everyone in the village could see that Mama Ngozi favored Kazoba. She would buy her new clothes and give her all her attention, while Amara often felt left out. At school, Kazoba's bad behavior continued. She would make fun of Amara in front of their classmates, laughing at her and making her feel small. Amara felt lonely and sad, but she stayed strong. She decided that no matter how much Kazoba teased her, she would not let it ruin her happiness. She kept being kind to everyone and focused on her schoolwork. One day, something unexpected happened. The most popular boy in school, Obi, started to notice Amara. He saw how kind she was to everyone and how she always smiled, even when things were tough. Obi liked Amara for who she was, not for how she looked. Kazoba became very jealous. She was used to getting all the attention, and she could not stand that Obi liked Amara. In her anger, Kazoba made a terrible plan. She stole money from a student's bag and secretly put it in Amara's school bag. When the teachers found the money, they thought Amara had stolen it. Amara was very sad and confused, but no one believed her. The school decided to expel Amara, and her heart was broken. She felt like her dreams were shattered. As time passed, the truth slowly started to come out. The village elders found out that Kazoba was the real thief because her fingerprints were on the stolen money. The villagers were shocked, and Mama Ngozi was very disappointed in Kazoba. Amara was cleared of all the blame, but the pain of being betrayed by her sister was still deep in her heart. Just when Amara thought things couldn't get worse, she learned a secret that changed everything. One day, Mama Ngozi told her that she wasn't her real mother. Mama Ngozi explained that Amara was actually the daughter of her late sister, who had died in a car accident. Amara had been raised as one of her own children, but she never knew the truth. Feeling hurt and betrayed, Amara decided to leave home and go live with her grandmother in another village. She was determined to make a new life for herself. She worked hard, took small jobs, and continued her studies at the local school. Years went by, and Amara's hard work paid off. She graduated from university with excellent grades, proving to everyone how strong and determined she was. After graduating from university, Amara found herself at a crossroads. Despite all the challenges she faced, she never gave up. She took a job as a teacher in a nearby town and became well known for her kindness and dedication to her students. Her life seemed to be moving forward, but deep down, she still felt the pain of her sister's betrayal and the secret about her real mother. One day, as Amara was teaching her class, a familiar face walked into the schoolyard. It was Obi, the boy who had seen her true beauty back in school. He had not forgotten her, even after all these years. They began talking, and the old friendship they shared quickly turned into something more. Obi admired Amara's strength and kindness, and soon they fell in love. They got married in a beautiful ceremony attended by the villagers who had always supported Amara. The couple was blessed with a little boy whom they named Chukwamika, which means God has done so much. Meanwhile, back in the village, things were not going well for Kazoba. After the truth about the stolen money came out, many people distanced themselves from her. She felt lonely and lost, and Mama Ngozi, who had always spoiled her, fell ill and needed a lot of care. Kazoba realized that her pride and jealousy had led her to make terrible mistakes, and now she had to face the consequences. She struggled to take care of her mother with no job and no friends to help. As Mama Ngozi's health got worse, Kazoba knew she had to make a tough decision. With a heavy heart and a lot of fear, she decided to go and find Amara to ask for forgiveness. She walked many miles to the town where Amara lived, carrying nothing but her regrets and the hope that her sister would give her a second chance. When Kazoba finally reached Amara's house, she was nervous. She knocked on the door and waited, her hands shaking. Amara opened the door and was surprised to see her sister standing there. Kazoba burst into tears and fell to her knees, begging for forgiveness. She told Amara about their mother's illness and how she had realized her mistakes. Amara stood there, taking in her sister's words. Part of her was still hurt, but another part remembered the bond they once shared as sisters. After a long pause, Amara helped Kazoba to her feet and hugged her. "I forgive you," Amara said softly, with tears in her eyes. She knew that holding on to anger would only keep her from being happy. But forgiveness did not mean forgetting. Amara decided to visit Mom and Ngozi to see if she could help in any way. She knew that this was a chance for them to heal as a family. When Amara and Kazoba arrived back in their home village, the villagers watched curiously. Many were amazed to see the two sisters together again. Amara went straight to Mom and Ngozi's bedside. She was shocked to see how weak and frail her mother had become. Mom and Ngozi opened her eyes and saw Amara standing there. Tears filled her eyes as she whispered, "I'm sorry, Amara. I'm so sorry for everything." Amara took her hand and squeezed it gently. "I forgive you, Mama," she replied, her voice filled with love. Amara promised to help take care of Mom and Ngozi and offered Kazoba a place to stay with her while they figured out how to move forward. Amara knew it would not be easy to forget all the pain, but she believed that they could heal together. Amara and Kazoba worked together to care for Mom and Ngozi, sharing the responsibilities and growing closer as they did. Amara taught Kazoba how to prepare her mother's meals, give her medicine, and help her with daily tasks. It wasn't easy, but each day they saw small improvements in their mother's health. As they spent more time together, the sisters began to talk more openly about their feelings and the past. One day, as they were preparing dinner, Kazoba said, "Amara, I've been thinking a lot about what happened. I am truly sorry for all the pain I caused you. I wish I could take it all back." Amara turned to her sister and smiled gently. "I know you are sorry, Kazoba, and I've forgiven you. We can't change the past, but we can choose to make better choices now and in the future." Kazoba nodded, feeling a weight lift from her heart. She realized that while she couldn't erase her mistakes, she could learn from them and become a better person. As the weeks passed, the bond between Amara and Kazoba grew stronger. The villagers noticed the change in Kazoba's behavior. She was no longer proud and mean, but instead kind and humble. She started helping others in the village, using the lessons she learned from Amara about kindness and forgiveness. Mom and Ngozi slowly regained some strength, and although she wasn't fully healed, she was grateful to have her daughters by her side. She looked at them one day and said, "I am so proud of both of you. You have shown me that love and forgiveness are more powerful than any anger or bitterness." Finally, after many months, Mom and Ngozi passed away peacefully, surrounded by her daughters. Amara and Kazoba mourned their mother's death, but they were comforted by the fact that they had made peace as a family. Amara, Kazoba, and Obi decided to stay in the village for a while longer. They wanted to help the community and teach the values of love, kindness, and forgiveness. The sisters became role models in the village, showing everyone that no matter how difficult things may seem, love and forgiveness can heal even the deepest wounds. The Path to Forgiveness, a tale of two sisters.